Hey guys, what's up? It's Andrew Wagner here with 505 Bodybuilding. I wanted to explain what carb backloading is in my own words. Obviously, I'm not the one that invented it, came up with it. The real pioneer, the guy, I don't want to say invented because you don't really invent a diet plan, but the person who really came up with this and pioneered it in the way it is now is a guy who's nothing short of a genius. His name's John Kiefer. He is a physicist turned nutritionist. He's all over YouTube. Really, really cool guy. Kind of reminds me of the human early version of Dr. Manhattan or Mr. Manhattan from Watchmen, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, this guy is pretty big, and he came up with two diet plans called Carb Backloading and Carb Night. Carb Night's a little different, and if you guys want to know more about that, you can go into that, kind of look it up, but that's the two pretty big diet plans. I don't really want to discuss both of them, so I'm just going to go into carb backloading. Carb backloading, to me, and the easiest way I can understand it, is pretty much a very primitive thought of how it is. It's a kind of a take off the paleo, but not as unhealthy. Ketogenesis can be really long-term unhealthy, and a lot of people debate about this, so I'm not going to weigh in because I don't personally have enough information. I'm not trying to do weight loss. I'm not really trying to go paleo at all. So, but it's the same sort of thought. It's in the mornings, you fast, pretty much. First 2 hours when you wake up, you don't eat anything. You wait, and then you have whole foods. When I say whole foods, I mean no protein shakes, no fast absorption foods. So you wake up, have your breakfast 2 hours later. That way you are prolonging your insulin sensitivity. And your insulin sensitivity are the times of the day when your body is most ready to absorb the nutrients and absorb carbohydrates. So traditionally we think that the best time to eat carbohydrates are when you're insulin sensitive. And the best time and the times you're most insulin sensitive are when you wake up and after your workouts. So the normal school of thought is eat a lot of carbohydrates when you first wake up because that's when you're the most insulin sensitive. And eat the most carbohydrates right after your workout because that's when you're the most insulin sensitive. What the carb backloading plan is, and it's pretty, you can tell by the name, is you have it in the backside of the day, so after your workout. So you have high protein, high fats, low, if not no carbohydrates. So I have no carbohydrates before my workout, where I do my best to have no. I definitely don't go over 5 grams of carbohydrates. And I know some other foods may contain 1 or 2 grams of carbohydrates here and there, like vegetables. So what I'll do is I'll get up, have my water, wait 2 hours, and then have eggs and broccoli. A lot of broccoli, a lot of the deeper greens I like, and they give me more vitamins, and the more colorful the vegetable plate you have, the more spectrum of nutrients you're getting. So that's always a good rule of thumb. Anyways, carb backloading is you starve yourself in the morning pretty much, and then the afternoon you go and you eat crazy amount of carbohydrates, mostly simple sugars. But and when I say simple sugars, if you don't know what I mean pies, donuts. So the difference between simple and complex sugars are just simple carbohydrates and complex carbohydrates. Pasta, bread, rice, those are complex carbohydrates. Simple sugars or simple carbohydrates are just sugars that we think of, like refined sugars. So the donuts are glazed, have tons of sugar on them. They're rapidly absorbed. Anything that's high on the GI or the glycemic index is really rapidly absorbed, and that's what you want, because in your workouts and throughout the day, you stay insulin sensitive until after that workout. So you're very, very, very insulin sensitive after your workouts, and that's when your body's most primed to absorb those nutrients. After your workout, you deplete a lot of carbohydrates. After your workout, you deplete a lot of glycogen and triglycerides that are stored inside the muscle. A lot of you guys probably know what I'm talking about already from basics, but once you're insulin sensitive, it pretty much rockets the triglycerides and the glycogen replenishing straight to the muscle. So that's the idea behind carb backloading. And he says in order to do this, you need to take a 6 to 10 day carb recalibration. I'm on day 5 right now, and I can really, really feel it. I have already dropped. I'm astounded. I've dropped like anywhere from 5 to 10 pounds, whether that be water weight, whether that be my diet. Today I weighed in at 218. On Saturday when I first started, I weighed in at 228, 229. So I'm kind of, I came from a diet where I was having 700 grams of carbohydrates a day to where I'm having maybe 30, maybe 80 with combined with my post-workout shake. So I'm probably going to end it pretty soon. I'm dropping too much weight. I'm losing muscle pretty quickly. I've become fairly catabolic. I'm sorry, I can't think of the term. I'm become very catabolic throughout the day. So today's gonna be my last day on the carb recalibration, and tomorrow I'll have my first carb backloading meal. And I'm definitely gonna share that with you guys because it's gonna be a fat boy meal. I'm gonna probably go to Village Inn, get a lot of pancakes, get a lot of maybe some French toast. I'm really excited for it because I haven't had carbs in a while. If you guys have any questions, comment, like. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I don't have any viewers, so it'll be really easy. Thanks, guys.